Today we are going over the hashtag ODBJ started by Budgeting April. Today is our method, and I don't know why, but I have been a little leery of this video. I guess maybe because I do change my methods. So I thought about how I was going to do the video and what I was going to talk to you guys about. And I watched April. She put hers up yesterday, and she went over very, very well. She went into great detail on how to do a budget when you're first starting out. So you need to go watch her video and learn. If you've never budgeted, learn how to budget if you're very first starting out. You can use notebook paper. I've done it. I started out with it. I use my notebooks for everything, you guys. You can use calendars. Hold on, let me get mine up here. Like this monthly view, you can use it to do your budget. I have progressed this year, and I've tried different budgeting ways. So what I thought was I would go over where I'm at now with you, which has taken me all year to get to. And what I am now is 1 month ahead budgeting. That was my big, huge goal for this year. And that's where I've made it to in October. The end of September, beginning of October was my very first month of being a month ahead. It took me all year, you guys, and I didn't think I was going to make it. I had to completely unstuff all my envelopes, reallocate, and that's what got me a month ahead. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, when I say a month ahead, here's what I'm talking about. These are going to be called my holy grail of binders. This binder here, and I'm going to get into more details on how I do a month ahead, but I just wanted to show you the binders. You don't have to have these. You can have plain envelopes. You can have, I had one here, I don't know where it went. The little expandable file folders you can get for $1 at the Dollar Tree and label the little labels. That's what I started with. But I enjoy pretty envelopes, so I have invested in these because these will be something that I use for years to come. But this is my this month money that I use along with my cash wallet. This is groceries. If I have any left over, I'm trying to get a month ahead on groceries. You can see I've got 2 of these stuffed, and one's for 20, or they're both for 20, so I've got $40 in here. My goal is to get 480. That would put me another month ahead on groceries. This is eating out. This is gas. This is my medical, and this is medicine. It says medical, but it's my medicine. For my pets, I have 2 birds. So when I get all of these stuffed and full with their trackers, I can take all this money right here and it will go into this, because I will be another month ahead on my cash envelopes. My goal by the time I retire, and we're talking, I'm getting ready to turn 55. So I'll have another at least 7 years of work, because I think I'll have to work till I'm 62. My goal by the time I retire is to be 6 months ahead on my bills and on my cash envelopes. That's a lot of money, you all. But this binder here, you won't see it a lot in my videos because it's going to take me a long time to get these filled up. But I love this binder. This was a gift I won. It was a win from Budget with Mimi. I love this binder, so it holds a special place in getting my 6 months ahead. Okay, So what I do, this is a credit card we started using to try to build up points. And every time we use it, at the end of the week, I put all the money in here and pay it off. This is my husband's, this one's mine, and that's what we're doing. We're not accumulating debt on them. They are paid off except for what we use for the week, and we pay them off at the end of the week. Okay, you can see month ahead bills. This is very important. Month ahead cash envelopes, very important. And challenge month ahead. I'm just starting this one. I should be able to get this one done this month. Okay, and then you get into trying to get my bills month ahead, just like these envelopes up here. Trying to get each bill a month ahead, and then I will take that money and put it in my month ahead envelope when I get it. So any leftover money I've got from the month, like from this month's money, goes into these envelopes to try to get a month ahead. That's how I fund these. Okay, now let's get into the budget. And I'll go back to these a little bit. But the budget, this is the actual budget for October. I want to go over here to November because we haven't done anything on it. Every month, your budget stays the same unless you pay something off. But in these budgets, now this is something I didn't used to do when I was doing notebook paper because I didn't know to do it. You have a planned budget, and that's what your bill usually is, or your income, your paycheck. So usually my paycheck is $860, $665, $2,226, and $800. Well, I do get overtime sometimes. I get extra bus runs. I'm a bus driver. On top of this, I also get an additional $644 that goes in my credit union. That $644 is the money I use to buy stocks with. That's my little retirement money, my extra retirement. I have a retirement fund that I will draw a retirement check, but I want extra. I want to be able to travel and not worry. So I'm playing around with the stock market and savings accounts with my extra credit union money. And it's just from my paychecks, you guys, paycheck 2 and paycheck 4. This is extra money I have took out before these even hit my bank account. This goes to a credit union. And that's the money I am playing with to build investments and extra retirement fund. Okay, so any extra money I would get on these checks goes over here where it says extra money for December, because see, this is the month of November and then we're getting a month ahead. All right, I hope I'm explaining this so you guys can understand it. I know I'm a little all over the place, but when these checks come in, I write the actual amounts instead of just the projected amounts. Okay, on down here where it says, don't pay attention to these headers because I've done these my own. So in paycheck 1, this is my cash envelopes for next month. Next month has, I go by Mondays. Next month has 1, 2, 3, 4 Mondays. For 4 Mondays, I need this amount. It'd be the same as this. I need $300 for groceries, $200 for eating out. Well, I already have it written down. We'll just go ahead over to next month so I won't confuse you. I'll write my stuff way ahead. Okay, this is the actual month of December. I need $300 for groceries, $200 for eating out, $300 for fuel. Groceries is $75 a week, eating out's $50 a week, fuel's $75 a week, health is $25 a week, which is $100, pets $10 a week, which is $40. My husband gets $50 a week to do with as he pleases, which equals $200. I get $50 a week, which equals $200, for a total of $1,340 that we need. Well, paycheck 1, we need $335. 2, we need $335. 3, we need $335. And 4, we need $335 to equal that $1,340. And that goes each month, or each week, I'm sorry. Each week that goes into month ahead cash envelopes. When these checks in November come out, they would go into this for December. And you can see I've stuffed the first one. This is actually October's for November. But each paycheck, I get that and I put it in this envelope for the next month. I do the same thing, the same exact thing for month ahead bills. It's written down over here. Paycheck 1, I stuff $525. That zeroes out that paycheck. That equals $335 and $525 equals the $860. That zeroes out that paycheck. The $335 and $330 for paycheck 2 zeroes out paycheck 2. Then we're going to skip to paycheck 4, which is $800. The $335 and $465 zeroes out paycheck 4. Now you ask why I skipped paycheck 3. Paycheck 3 is my one that has a little extra. So if you take the 2,226, you minus the $335, which is for the cash envelopes, and then you deduct paycheck 3 over here, $1,381 is what I left needing for bills to have all my bill money for next month, because I need a total of $2,724. You deduct the $1,381. That leaves you $510. That $510 is what I have left for stuffing, for my month ahead stuffing that I'm starting. So that will be, even though this says November up here, the $510 from November will actually go in this envelope right here. Challenges month ahead for December. And then I will be a month ahead on everything. I'll be a month ahead on challenges, a month ahead on cash envelopes, and a month ahead on my bills. You guys, it has took me so long to do that, and it is so amazing to have reached it this year. I'm so excited about it. It was very hard for me to get to doing that, and it's just everything to me. It's everything to me to be a month ahead and not have to worry. What I do is I pull all the money. I pull all the money from, hold on. I pull all the money from the bills ahead, like the last, really it's like the second or third, because that's when my water bill comes in for the month. I pull it, I take it to the bank, and I sit down and I pay all my bills. That's what this highlight is. Hold on, for October. I have paid all these bills already for October. The ones that aren't highlighted yet down here, move this down just a little bit. The ones that aren't highlighted is because these are, I'm working on my doctor bills. I've got the money in there. But like the razors, the T-Mobile, the State Farm, they come out automatically on certain dates. So I just, when they come out of the checking account, I highlight them. I don't have to physically go in and pay them. They come out automatically. I'm still waiting on my GMC Acadia bill. That's my new car. I haven't got the bill for it yet. So when I get it, then it will get paid a month ahead. But you don't need to go into a lot of my bills. The only debt we have now, we've paid everything off this year, is the new car, the GMC Acadia. And I think it's going to be around $770 a month. That was including gap insurance and warranty for 8 years. Plus, with this car, the car lot I bought it at, as long as I own this car, I have a warranty on the motor and drivetrain. The only other debt we have is our mortgage, which is, where is our, oh, Shell Point. And it's $305 a month. And that's what I'm working on in 2023 to get paid off. I think we owe approximately $20,000. So my big goal for 2023, other than filling up one more month of this, which would be really a month ahead in here, 1 month ahead. This is the current one. This is the current one you have to use each month, but I want to get an additional 6 months ahead. See, I've got them labeled. And this was a little, like I said, a little investment, but this is stuff I'm going to use for years. If you're interested in these, my friend Katie Reynolds from Reynolds Budgets on Etsy makes these. Or like I said, you can make them yourself. You can just use that little expandable folder. You can just use plain white envelopes. Whatever you need to use, you can use. I just enjoy the prettiness of it, and it encourages me to use it. So with my allowance in my planner fund, that's what I do. But the goal, like I was saying, is to pay off Shell Point like $20,000. And I don't know if I can make that goal, but that's my 2 goals for 2023 is to pay off my mortgage and to get 1 more month ahead. So that's my goal. And when I say 1 more month ahead, that means cash envelopes and bills. So that totals, like right now, if it's on this, it would be $13.40 for cash envelopes, and that's when we have 4 weeks in a month. It's higher than that if we have 5 weeks. If we have 5 weeks, I have to times this by 5. Because that's how much I get a week. Plus the 27.25. So it's $4,065 for the bills and for the cash envelopes a month. So to get 6 months ahead, you're talking about $24,390, if you can see that. There we go. So that's it. If I can reach that goal by the time I retire, I'm going to be ecstatic. Okay, so now we're at the third most important thing. The third most important thing are your sinking funds. Let's go back over what the first 2 were. I did go on my bus run in between this, so I'm not sure where I left out. But your first 2 are your cash envelopes minus your allowances, because you have to have groceries. You don't have to have eating out. You have to have groceries, you have to have fuel, you have to have medicine, and you have to feed your pets. The second thing is your bills, especially, you know, keeping on your electric, keeping your water, paying your mortgage. That's your priorities. Those are your priorities, 1 and 2. One is as equally as important as the other. But once you get those down, number 3 is your sinking funds. So what are your sinking funds? Sinking funds are bills that come due at a regular time, like monthly, not monthly, but at a regular time, like yearly. It's also things you plan ahead for that you know will come due, like dental and vision. You don't have an exact date, or meat stock up, clothes. But real estate taxes, you know, they're going to be coming due every year. Personal property, Westgate and Grand Crown, those are, let me get something to point with instead of my finger. Westgate and Grand Crown, those are my timeshares I have, and I have to pay maintenance and tax fees on them. Memberships is like Amazon Prime, Sam's Club, home maintenance. You know something's going to tear up, auto maintenance. Your emergency fund you need in case you don't have enough to cover these. I just had that happen. I just started these back, and I had my furnace go out. So I had to buy a motor for my furnace, and I had to pull some from my emergency fund. Christmas comes around every year, birthdays, you need clothes, you need food. The meats is, we have friends that sell beef and hogs, and we stock up, or I save up money so I can buy half a beef or whatever when our freezers get low. Now the Starlink will not stay in here. Once I get that internet, I've got it in here right now because I have to pay for it when I do get it. But this is your third thing you work on after your bills and your cash envelopes, which is your day-to-day living. Now, if you ever follow Dave Ramsey's baby steps, I kind of follow those as far as paying off my bills, but I tweak things a little bit. After you get this down, then you move on to what I call the number 4 thing, and that's the fun stuff. The fun stuff is your savings challenges. What are savings challenges? They are challenges you can print off, come up with, just stuff money into envelopes, however you want to do them. I've got, if you'll go back and watch my other videos, you can see what they are, but I save them for different things. If you've got enough money to cover your bills, your day-to-day living expenses, and your sinking funds, then you have money left over, you can get into this. If you don't have money left over, forget about this. These are things that you save extra for. I save toward travel. I save toward buying planner supplies. I save toward like being able to buy holiday stuff like decorations. This is all extra money. These are just where I keep up with my spending. This is our credit card spending I was telling you about over here. We're using our credit cards to try to build up points to get, I think his, you can get travel and all kinds of things on it. Mine, I get discounts. And then this is stuff that comes out of our checking account, and then I cross it off and pull and put in the envelopes. And that pretty much sums up my budgeting, you guys. As far as day-to-day and or weekly budgeting, you can go back and watch my videos, and I do videos on all this stuff. I do budgeting videos, I do closeout videos, and the challenges, if you have money left over to get into the challenges. But if you have any questions whatsoever, please put them in the comments below. And be sure to check out the other ladies in the hashtag ODBJ. I will be linking them in the description. Make sure you check out Miss April that started this. She's an amazing lady. She also started the hashtag BCL, the budgeting community link, which was amazing. All right, guys, that's going to sum it up for me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's been a little bit here and there. I didn't pre-plan it. I just winged it. And I hope I made some sense. I hope I did anyway. All right. I appreciate you so much. If you like my content and enjoyed watching this, please consider subscribing. I am on a journey to get monetized. I need new subscribers to get to 1,000 subscribers to get there. My watch hours is amazing. Apparently the people I have love watching my videos because I have great watch hours, but I need subscribers. All right, I appreciate you so much. Bye-bye.